Hi everyone, I'm Sandy. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a book haul. I feel so guilty about a book haul right now, but it was Independent Bookstore Day on Saturday, and I absolutely love shopping and supporting independent bookstores. So when my lovely friend Gina Stanier messaged and asked if I wanted to meet up to go shopping, of course I said yes, and immediately ran out the door. Not immediately out the door. On Saturday, we went and met up, and I got to go do some book shopping. So yay! I'm just going to share some of those books with you. And yeah, so let's see, what did I end up getting? Two of the books I ended up getting from Thrift Books. And so if you're not familiar with Thrift Books, it's a discount website. It is not owned by any of the big retailers that I know of. And you can get some really great books for really inexpensive prices if you're okay with sometimes with not always having the best quality. But the first book that I ended up getting was actually for a book club called the Humorous Book Club, which is run by Mark over at Book Time with Elvis. And the book that we will be reading, the book is The Good Soldier Svejk by Jaraslav Hasek. I don't know if I'm saying those correctly. Granted. So this book is supposed to be exceptionally funny. So when the book club said that they were reading it, I of course had to order it because I didn't have it. It is supposed to be started in May. If you saw my May TBR video, it's unlikely they'll be able to start this in May, just in general. And then look at how big this is. I mean, oh my goodness, I did not realize this is this massive. It's over 700 pages long. And so I would love to be able to pick this up and read it, but adding a 700 page book to my already ambitious TBR, yeah, probably won't happen. But yeah, definitely go check out Mark's channel. I can't wait to read this one when I get to it. But yeah, my goodness, that's a big book. All right, so the second book that I got through Thrift Books was a recommendation from Reading with a Vengeance, and her channel is somewhat new to me. I will leave her linked in the description below, but based on her book recommendation, I think she's going to be one that I really find interesting going for, because this book feels like it's right up my alley. And so the book is Touching the Void, The True Story of One Man's Miraculous Survival by Joe Simpson. So if you've watched my channel, you may know that Into Thin Air is one of my favorite books about the outdoors. And this, I think it's amazing that anyone would want to go out into an area where you can't breathe just to get to the top of a peak. Incredible. I would never do it. So this particular book follows two climbers in the Andes, and one falls into a crevasse and the other one thinks that the person is dead and leaves them behind. And it is the story of the man's survival and the story of his friend at camp, thinking that his friend is dead. I can't wait to read this one. This is one that I could see myself putting something else aside and reading this one as quickly as possible, because yeah, it just sounds amazing. So thank you so much for recommending it. And if you're not familiar with Reading with a Vengeance, I will leave her channel linked in the description below, and you should definitely go check her out. But this is the second book that I ended up getting. All right, so now we have the books from the actual Independent Bookstore Day. All right, and the first book that I got at the Independent Bookstore is Between Two Kingdoms by Suleika Jaquad. I did go look up how to say that name. Thank you. And this is a memoir of a life interrupted. So from what I understand from reading the brief piece on the back, is that she was diagnosed with leukemia, and after she went into remission, she went on a 15,000-mile road trip to kind of rediscover herself. It just says, to meet some of the strangers, teachers, and artists, a teenage cancer patient, and a death row inmate who had written to her when she was ill. And so absolutely fascinated by this. And plus, I love this cover here with this yellow van on it. If you've seen the movie Little Miss Sunshine, then you know. Because I love that movie so much, and this van is in that movie as well. But Between Two Kingdoms is one that I'm really interested in reading. I can't wait to pick this one up. This is my problem. I can't wait to pick up all of these books, and I have no time to pick up these books. I'm gonna work on it. All right, so the next book I picked up because I bought Candy House recently, and someone had said that I should probably read reread A Visit to the Goon Squad before I read Candy House. And so I ended up picking up A Visit from the Goon Squad by Jennifer Egan, because I have not read this in years. It is actually one on the 1001 book list, but it won't count for the countdown because I've already read it. But I do want to reread it before reading Candy House. And so I own Candy House as well. But I'm excited to pick this one up, and I found it on the discount rack at the independent bookstore. So yay! And then the next book I got because it was the 2021 Women's Prize book. I've seen it on Kelly at Books I'm Not Reading, on Gina Stanier's book channel as well, and that is Piranesi by Susanna Clarke. This is one that I think some people love it and some people don't love it. So I'm excited to try this one out as well. Who knows when, but this was another one that I knew going there that I was going to end up picking up this book. And then the last book that I got, I just happened to see it. It's on the 1001 book list. It was a used book that was on sale. And so, yeah, we ended up picking it up. And it is City of God by E.L. Doctorov. I don't know anything about this one other than it's on the 1001 list. I can pretty much guarantee you this one won't get read until 2023. So, yeah, it'll go on that long TBR that I have for it, for the 1001 book countdown. But I always love the opportunity to pick up these books inexpensively if I can. And this one doesn't have any writing or anything in it, no highlighting or anything like that. And I believe it was $7. So yeah, I might have been able to pick it up a little bit cheaper at Thrift Books, but I'm very happy I got to support Independent Bookstore Day. And that's everything I got from the first bookstore. And then Gina and I went our separate ways. Weirdly, both of us went to another bookstore. Yeah, clearly neither one of us was done shopping, even though we left our book shopping date. And so I ended up in a very small independent bookstore, which was really fun. But it was, it was chaotic in there. I didn't take any video or anything like that. But I did happen to see this book, which is on the 1001 book countdown, which is A Fine Balance by Rohinton Mistry. I'm not sure on the pronunciation of that one. But this one has been on my radar for a little bit because there might be a buddy read brewing, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'm not going to say yet who it is with because I don't know for certain, but it is on the 1001 book list. And I did not learn my lesson about opening the book and flipping through the book prior to getting it, because there is underlines in here and there are notes in the back and things like that, which I prefer to not have a book with that, but it was very inexpensive at the independent bookstore, so I went, I'll just go ahead and get it. But I didn't look at it before I bought it. I don't know when I'll learn that lesson, but clearly not this weekend. And then the last book I got was actually a book that was on their banned bookshelf, and it is this one, The Unbearable Lightness of Being by Milan Kundera. I believe I've only read one other book by this author, and so I'm interested to see what this one is, especially because it was previously banned. And I think that I would love to find out why, right? That's usually what happens with me with those books, is I want to read them for myself and understand why they were banned. But yeah, that is the next book that I got. So very successful day, especially considering how small this bookshop was. I looked for 2 other books there, but they just didn't have it in their inventory. One they actually said they had in their inventory, but they couldn't find. It was that kind of bookstore. They're like, well, did you check on the top? I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm trying to find a book I'm never going to find there. But it was a really fun one to go visit. So this is and it even says used on it. So that means it was sold and then resold, but that's okay. So here I will try and do a stack. Let's see if I can. Okay, this is on the wrong side, by the way. It's going to bug me. Okay, let me see. Let me see if I can hold it with my right hand. All right, and not block the microphone. All right, here we go. We have City of God. We have Piranesi. We have Visit from the Goon Squad. We have Between Two Kingdoms. This is not going well. Oh no. Touching the Void. And then the last one, which is really big, oh man, is The Good Soldier Spec. So that is my lovely book haul for Independent Bookstore Day and for a couple books that I bought off of Thrift Books. Let me know in the comments below if you've read any of these books, if you're interested in any of these books. Yeah, let me know. Yeah, let me know if you're interested in any of those books. If you went to Independent Bookstore Day, what was the fun thing? If you had a fun thing at any of the stores, the store I went to had a wheel that you could spin. I won a miscellaneous, which I picked a crown and I left it in the car. Silly. Otherwise, I should have worn my crown today. And yes, it was really fun. Gina actually won a gift card. I didn't win a gift card. Gina won a gift card. I won a crown. But as always, like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, everyone, thanks. Bye.